So I'm back again with another deathmatch video, but this more of a video of a recommendation, especially if you're starting to get maybe into watching some deathmatch videos and deathmatches. Sorry, and you're wondering, what to watch, what's the good stuff to watch. And I've got two matches here that I would definitely recommend, and that's what we're going to talk about today. The two matches in questions I would recommend. One is from last year, and one is from 2018. The one in 2018 was quite special. It was a Big Japan Pro Wrestling. It was a match between Takeda and Kodaka, and this match was special in its own right, as that year won the Best Bout Award at the Japan Indie Awards, and I think this was the first time a deathmatch had won that award. Also, the same year, Takeda was also got the MVP award that year, and the next year Kodaka won the MVP award. So this match is definitely one I would recommend, and we'll go into it. So I don't actually know too much of the backstory of this match. I got this match sent to me by a friend last year, and I ended up watching it, and it was just one of the most spectacular deathmatches I've ever actually watched. There is so much blood, there's so much light troops. The whole ring is surrounded by light troops. And these two here are possibly two of the craziest deathmatch wrestlers in Japan at the time, and still today actually. And the whole match is just proving who's crazier, who is generally just crazier. No, there's plenty of wrestling, thank goodness, plenty of wrestling. At the start of this match, a lot of holds, a lot of mat style wrestling as well, and then they get truly into the violence. These two, there's spots where you get those strong style matches in Japan, where it's basically they're just trying to see who can take the heavy hits. There's small parts of this match they do this with light troops, but it's like someone will take a strike, and the person who took the strike walks over, gets a light trip and puts it over their head, and the other person does the same, their own heads. Takeda, he loves playing up to the crowd as well. He's fantastic. I remember also another great spot in this match was that they get a pair of scissors out, and I love this because they started trading arm bars, I think was it? Yeah, arm bars with the scissors in each hand, swapping the scissors between them. And it's a great little back and forth there it is between the arm bars. I really actually enjoyed. I thought it was quite a clever spot actually. And this match just went on, and by the end of this match, the state of these two bodies, well, backs in general, my god, especially those spots they do. The strong style spots where someone sets up and they get a good kick to the back. Well, when they're doing kicks to the back, we're holding light troops to their backs and then putting light troops again over their heads. But there was ladders in this match, panes of glass. There was everything in this match. Listen to the crowd. I think this Kodaka hold. Go listen to the crowd. They are fully invested in this match. This match was just, and I love the fact that when you watch death matches in Japan, look at the crowd. They don't look like your standard sort of like Western audience deathmatch crowd. They generally look like normal people off the streets. But my goodness, they were invested in this match. Takeda came with the win with this match, obviously, but in the end, both wrestlers and the fans, we were all winners in this match. We were all winners. So if you could find, it's Big Japan Pro Wrestling 2018, Takeda versus Takeda, I fully recommend going to watch this match. As long as I've shown this match to a couple of non-wrestling friends, and even they were just blown away, just like the amount of blood. And then when you try and tell people that the deathmatch stuff is that fake, and whatever, show them this match, show them that match, and then ask them again at the end of the match, do you still think some of the stuff they do is fake? So excellent match. The other match I would recommend, and this one was definitely more emotionally charged. So it was last year, and it was El Desperado taking on Jun Kasai. It was a New Japan Pro Wrestling. It was a special pay-per-view event, and let me get this correctly because it's quite a name. It's the usually it's Taka-Mania, but it's the Taka-Taichi-Despe-Mania 9. So this show happened, and this match was so good that even Dave Meltzer, who I know is probably not a fan of deathmatch wrestling, he gave this a 4.75 star rating, which I know that with Meltzer, it's subjective, obviously, to what you think a good match. But I think at the time, this was the highest star rated match that Dave Meltzer had done for a death match. So it was definitely deathmatch of the year last year as well. This thing was just, I remember seeing the original post for it, the graphic for it, and I didn't actually know, like at this time I had only really watched El Desperado in the heavyweight junior division at New Japan, which I loved him in. I thought he was a great champion as well. Now I heard previously they had done crazy stuff like this before, but this is before I think I truly got into New Japan. So I was quite intrigued to see what he was going to do. Now we all know Jun Kasai. We all know what he does. He's again one of the greats in deathmatch wrestling, a great storyteller, a great look as well. The guy's just crazy monkey, that's his nickname. Also, what made this match kind of special, it was one of the first New Japan Pro Wrestling events which allowed, for the first time in 2.5 years, people to cheer. For obvious reasons, we all know why they couldn't cheer. But yeah, so they were allowed to cheer at this match, and it just added to this match. And also, the arena was fully lit, like the whole arena. Now, usually when you go to deathmatch shows, it's kind of just the ring that's kind of lit, and it kind of, most wrestling shows, but this was fully lit. You could see every detail. When both wrestlers come dressed in white, wow, you just know this is going to be a bit of a blood feud, isn't it? There is a story behind this match too, which so back in 2019, Desperado and Jun Kasai had a match which got cut short as El Desperado, he got his jaw broken in this match. He got his jaw broken in this match, and they knew they were going to come back to this match at some point. And 3 years later, there was a tag match previously in between this as well, which I think it was last year. There was a tag match which involved both the wrestlers, and at the end, Jun Kasai passed El Desperado a rose, basically signifying, let's have a rematch. When this rematch came as well, you got to, like, this was strange because this match didn't have any glass in it. If I remember, there might have been a pane of glass in it, but there was no light tubes in that. But my goodness, it got even more gory though, especially when Jun Kasai starts bringing out the knife boards, which they're always something, eh? So, truly, these two guys got in proper blood streaming all over. And what made this match even more interesting for me was El Desperado at some point. Now, traditionally, obviously, you've seen some matches that the luchadors or have their mask sort of partially ripped open or something like that. Now, this happened in the match, but the further this match got on, the more you just knew El Desperado is not going to be able to cover that face. And basically, at the end of this match, you get to see El Desperado's face, pretty much. The point of the match, he just had to give up. He just had to give up the fact that, like, everyone's going to see your face, mate. So, but this match was just story driven, and even at the end of this match, after all the crazy knife board spots, I think there was a fork board involved in this one as well, and just about I think it was skewers. As well. There was some brilliant images of these two guys just covered in blood. So they trade strikes, shoot headbutts. El Desperado gets a near fall with his finishing move, the Pincho Loco, followed by another incredible strike exchange. But he knows he has to put El Desperado, Jun Kasai, away somehow. So he ends up doing his own Tiger Reverse Destroyer, and then he does a second Pinch Loco, and then, to surpass this surreal match and beat Jun Kasai. It was fantastic. And I say the Jun Kasai promo after this match, so heartfelt, talking about appreciation life, appreciate living, what we do for deathmatch wrestling, but we should really appreciate the other aspects in our lives. It was very emotional indeed, and I've always said deathmatch wrestlers can tell amazing emotional stories. They really can, and this one was 3 years in the waiting since their first encounter in the ring. So the crowd loved it. I loved it. I remember I was at an event actually when the star rating came out. I'd already seen the match. When the star rating came out, I wasn't surprised. It was an absolutely fantastic match indeed. These two death matches in Japan, I would sorely recommend. If you're a deathmatch fan, I've not seen these, go watch them. If you're starting to get into deathmatch wrestling, this is a definitely good start to go and watch these. And if you're just a casual wrestling fan, if you can handle a bit of blood, go watch these. Go watch these matches. And as I say, another perfect example of what deathmatch wrestling should be: storytelling, a professional wrestling match with weapons involved. Okay, that's what I've always said. So I shall be back again hopefully soon with more, more content about deathmatch wrestling, independent wrestling in Japan. But I would also like to hear your comments in the section, because I have been tempted recently to start doing a bit more reviews on the mainstream wrestling. I know AEW, they always seem to have, as much as people rag on their storyline, they have incredible matches. Obviously, the MJF Bryan Danielson Iron Man match was fantastic, and what's been going on in the trios division as well has been fantastic matches as well. Just the in-ring work in general. Leave your comments if you would like me to start doing reviews, maybe more on AEWs or any other promotions as well. But look, I shall see you again, and thanks again for watching the video. Look, anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully you shall go and check out those matches.